You're always receiving divine messages, signs, synchronicities from your spirit team, from your guides, from your angels, from the universe, from your loved ones. It's all around us. This stuff is always happening. It's just a question of whether you're open to the signs or not, whether we're open to these things that show up in our lives. This video is a sign for you, a synchronicity for you to open up to these signs, actually. Open up to these synchronicities that are sent from spirit or the universe into your life. Once you open up to these signs and synchronicities, it's like, man, maybe you just need to open further to these signs and synchronicities that are being sent to you. These things are beautiful. They're like sacred, they're divine. And they actually have energy in them, these signs and synchronicities that we receive. And so I used to kind of not realize this was a thing, right? I used to be kind of I hadn't really gotten into spirituality yet, through my childhood. I only really got into this stuff a few years ago, like 3 years ago. And so I was missing a lot of signs. I was surely missing a lot of things, messages, symbols, animal signs, all this stuff that's being sent to me. But then one day, this was sometime after my grandfather had passed. And my grandfather, he loved birds. And so this happened when I was walking home from school. One time I was walking home my usual route, and it's kind of through the suburbs, just normal houses on a kind of more quiet street. And I was just walking home on my normal path on a paved road, and then all of a sudden this chicken, like an actual chicken, just starts walking across the road like 10 feet in front of me. And like a chicken should not be there, right? It shouldn't be in that like paved road just walking along like it was an ordinary day. It didn't even look at me. It just, it just walked on like everything was normal. Everything was okay. So it walked from one house here to the other house across the street. It was really weird, really random. And I knew that was a sign from my grandfather because he loved birds. Right? He sent that sign to me. And I was open and like knowing, I had the knowing that these signs are an actual thing. I think I just learned this recently. And so he knew that, and so he sent me a sign from the spirit world. And it was a pretty, humorous sign, right? It's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Well, in my case, it was to send me a sign from my grandfather. My grandfather used a kind of humorous joke like that to send me a sign and let me know that he's, watching over me and that his spirit is near. So that was a beautiful sign. And animals are a common sign too, like the birds thing. A lot of spirits will choose animals as their messengers because it's something that can kind of stand out, right? So there's the signs that we get, but then there's also synchronicities. And these are things that just kind of like, they just kind of fall into place. They make sense. I remember I was considering doing a hypnotherapy course, starting a hypnotherapy course. And I was kind of on the edge about it. I was on the fence about it. And so I was kind of debating, should I do it, should I not do it? So I think I did actually see like a synchronicity happen and a couple signs too. One of the signs was I was, just after, kind of considering this hypnotherapy stuff in that time frame, there was a song that came on my phone called Hypnotize. Like, how crazy is that? And I was like, bam, that's a sign right there. And then another synchronicity was this course was starting up around the time that I was quitting my previous job. So it was kind of a synchronicity, like everything falls into place. And your spirit team, spirit guides, all these beings that support you, they're always working for you. They're working overtime, They're always around. They're always helping you, always sending you stuff. And it's just a matter of whether we're open to these things. Because once we open to them, we receive the energy, we receive the message, we receive the healing that's encoded into these messages or into these signs. And like 3 years ago as well, around the time I started getting into spirituality, I saw a medium, like a psychic medium. And she said that I'm, like, my spirit animal is a bear. And so then all of a sudden, I start seeing bears pop up everywhere, like, pictures of bears or symbols of bears or the word bear. And I know there's this phenomenon where, like, if you start wanting that red car, you see that red car everywhere because you're just more attentive to it. No. It's actually being placed into my reality. Like, there's a difference. They're just in my reality more, these signs of bears. Just yesterday I saw three bear signs because I was kind of going through some stuff yesterday in my personal world. And so I saw three bear signs while I was out. One while I was out, actually, and then two on my phone on some people's, like, YouTube profile pictures. So this stuff is just so beautiful, and like I said, the animal signs are huge. A lot of the time too, you can assign a sign. You can actually ask for a sign. I remember with the hypnotherapy course, I was really, like, struggling to decide, and so I asked, like, if I should do this, like, should I do this course? If I should do this course, give me a sign of an object swinging back and forth. This just came into my head, as I was asking for this sign that they could show me. And so the next morning, as I was pulling the blinds up, after getting up out of bed, I saw one of the blind drawstrings swinging, like, right in front of my face. And so that was a clear sign that I should do this hypnotherapy course, and I completed it. And it was awesome. It was super helpful. And so I assigned a sign, like, I asked for a sign. These signs can be requested, and you can work with your spirit team to help you yourself receive these signs from them and these messages. It's just awesome, right? And so now that I know that my grandfather loves his birds, there's always bird signs too, right? Like, a couple times, or one time, a bird flew into my window. I think it was on a birthday or a special day within the family. And so I knew that was my grandfather joining us, right? It's just this powerful stuff. This super powerful stuff. And our spirit team, our guides, our loved ones, they want us to be open to it. This stuff is always coming to us. It's always being sent to us. It's in our reality all the time. It's just once we open our eyes to it, then we can receive the healing, we can receive the downloads, we can receive this higher guidance, right, from our spirit team, loved ones, guides. this powerful, very strong guidance, messages, support from them. So it's beautiful once you open up to this divine information that's coming to you. Then, everything unfolds and your world just opens up